Hi, this is Brandon Split from ThirstGym.com, and today we're talking about an exercise called Prowler Marching. This is a great acceleration mechanic exercise to help you run faster and learn how to put force into the ground and address some of your running mechanics, especially the acceleration piece, that good quality lean forward. What you're going to need, some kind of sled with handles to lean forward on. I've got one from Rogue here. We call it Prowler because we usually use the Prowler from Elite FTS, but basically need something with the poles. And this is just going to be a marching drill, okay? There's no major running. It's really just to get the mechanics down of what the legs are doing and what that forward lean feels like. So many athletes, when they go to take off and they immediately pull up, this is going to be a drill that's great for them. So what we're going to do with my sled here, I got my handles here. We're going to start from the high portion of them. I'm going to lean forward into this. So I've got a little bit of weight on here. You're going to want some, but it doesn't need to be overly bearingly heavy. It does have to be movable, but we just want to make sure the athlete can feel like they're leaning forward, okay? So I'm pretty right leg dominant, so I'm going to start with my right leg forward. I'm going to lean into this. So notice it's not moving yet, but if I give it a little bit of oomph, it's going to go, okay? So I'm going to lean forward. And then what I'm going to do is my back leg, because if I was actually sprinting, this leg's actually going to come up if I was actually going to sprint. So what I'm going to do is drive this up, push hard into the ground, bring this leg up. I'm going to go back and forth, okay? So this would be the marching part right here. I'm not even moving the sled, okay? But this is the mechanics that we're after. But what we're going to do, since we're actually marching, we're going to move the sled just a little bit each time, okay? It's not trying to move the sled as far as possible. It's how many times can we get our legs moving in a cyclical fashion. One, addressing front side mechanics of driving the knee up, but then the backside mechanics of driving it back down and applying that into the ground. So you see I'm pushing down and back. So that's what we want to do there. So I'm going to lean forward, and now this leg's up and go fast. So notice it's barely moving, but it's enough that I can actually push my foot down and still get this to go forward. So what I really like with this is shorter distances, 5, maybe 10 yards at the absolute most for about 3 to 5 sets. And then that's going to work on the leg drive. Now the con to this, there's no arm action, okay? So if your athletes are running with their hands down here, this may not be the best drill. You may want to find something that actually uses those. So like A-skips or any kind of band-resisted marching to where they're leaning forward. However, if the legs, they're just not driving that knee up, or you feel like they're not leaning forward, they're not pushing that foot down into the ground as hard as they could, this is a good drill to get them going before they sprint. Or it's also even a good way to get some tendon adaptations at the ankle, because we're doing that at such a high rate that we're going to get those tendinous adaptations to prepare for sprinting that could come. So you could even use this as a preparatory exercise for what you got planned in future training blocks. So again, doesn't need to be overly crazy. It's not overly complicated. It's really just to try and reinforce some of that good quality acceleration mechanics. If you got any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.